Well, here's another question related to this. Do you think you will be more physically attractive in 10 years' time? Starting with you.
I might be, because I feel like I'm 26 and I feel like I'm just filling out into my body. So every woman is different. I could show you some pictures of me whenever I was younger, and I feel I am becoming more feminine in my shape. My body has changed over time, as is so many other women. So I may be more attractive in 10 years.
As you're getting older, your shape is getting more feminine?
My hips. I'm getting hips. I'm getting an ass that I never had before.
You're saying like you're gaining weight?
No. My body can change in its shape.
What?
For me, when I was in high school, I was skinny mini. I was a stick. As I began to mature, my body started to do more of this, regardless of my weight. You can look at me whenever I was below 180 last year, and then you can see I still have that shape. It doesn't matter. My body is going to continue to change, so I may be more attractive in 10 years, regardless of the age.
Puberty hit a while ago, though.
Okay.
We hit puberty like when we're a lot younger.
Your body changes based on diet, environment, and your well-being.
Yeah, what about aging? Does that have an impact on the body?
That's where preservation comes into play.
Yeah.
You have to preserve yourself. Are you saying
yeah.
I can guarantee you can pull up a 35-year-old woman who looks better than I do. That's fine.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
There's anomalies.
Yeah.
So
anomalies.
it doesn't. I might look better in 10
There's
years.
anomalies. There are anomalies.
Anomalies.
So you're saying 35-year-old women are not attractive?
Yeah,
No.
because that's what
As
you're getting
attractive
at.
as they were when they were younger in general.
I'm a fight. No.
There's no all things being equal, there's no such thing as a woman who at 35 is more attractive than she was at 25. All things being equal.
Well, they're different. You carry yourself differently. So someone can be 25 and carry themselves like trash. By the time they're 35,
Right.
they've grown into themselves. They feel good about themselves, and how they present themselves changes. So therefore, they may look better than they did at 25.
But you know how I said all else being equal? So assume that this woman had all the things. She dressed the right way. She finally figured out how to finally put the makeup on the right way, I guess. She was wearing all the right clothes. She was at the peak of her fitness. Because, it always goes to, well, I was a drug addicted. It's like at 25, she was drug addicted, obese, didn't know how to put on makeup, didn't know how to dress, had a dog shit personality. And then miraculously at 35, she's totally sober, at the peak of her fitness, knows how to do makeup, knows how to wear clothes. What if she knew all that stuff at 25? Would there ever be an argument where she's more attractive at 35, all else being equal?
I don't think, though. I think it's apples and oranges, because like a 25-year-old face compared to a 35-year-old face, I feel like there's it's an attractive person. There's still beauty. Like, one's more youthful, obviously, which is like a look. But you could say the same argument when you're 15. Like a 15-year-old or a 25-year-old. I don't think 35, you're decrepit. You're making it seem like she's falling apart. Now, if she's 65, it's a little bit different.
That's not okay. So
it's
that's
a lot more nuanced.
I don't think you age that much in 10 years.
Yeah, you do.
From 25 to 35.
Yeah, you do.
Not in Los Angeles.
Yeah, you.
Los Angeles.
Yeah, you
That's
do.
true.
Yeah, you do.
So
and
they
you
say you're not
definitely
ugly, you're just broke.
You definitely see it in the face and the
Yeah.
skin.
Not in Los Angeles.
Do you think
And
plastic
neck.
surgery doesn't make you plastic surgery doesn't make you okay? You're 35. You do some plastic surgery on your
I'm
face.
not talking
you look
plastic
20.
surgery.
You look 25 again. No, you look 35 with a bunch of fake shit in your face.
I wasn't saying plastic surgery. I'm saying when you're 25 and you're broke and you can't go to the gym and you can't afford good skincare and you eat like shit and you go to McDonald's all the time, and then you're 35 and you can actually go to a nice gym and you wash your face all the time and you can afford extensions. You're gonna look better.
I would actually argue a woman who has poor skin at 25 is actually going to probably beat out
Nickelodeon
herself at
donated
35 with good skin.
$200. There's no woman at 35 more attractive than at 25. Woman logic, if you build it, they will come.
Yeah. Look, again, just to be clear, women can absolutely be very attractive at 35. That's not what we're arguing. Not at all. You can still be very attractive at 35, 40, 45 even.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Just not
even,
more.
even later.
than
Yeah,
you were
you're
at
not going to be
25.
more.
You're just not going to be more attractive than
Exactly.
you were at 25. Y'all taking it to the extreme end. Are you saying she's ugly? Like,
no, I'm just saying. I
no.
think that some women like there's a glow up for a reason,
But okay.
and men too. I think you can get
well,
older.
men are
and look
men
better.
are a bit different.
No, but I still think some women look better when they get older, just because they dress better and they know themselves more, and that like, again, this money.
Okay, but again, like if I let me use the term all else being equal. So let's assume that all those things that you claim to be that could be in place at 35 are in place at 25. Would you agree that she is going to be ultimately more attractive at 25 than at 35?
Your question is she more attractive at 25?
All those things in place, her fitness, skincare, whatever, how to dress, all of those things are in place at 25. Will she be more attractive at 25 than at 35?
I really just don't think there's a difference.
There's no difference.
I mean, obviously, I just don't think you get like that much older at 35.
Let me ask you a question. So you're 28, right? So do you think you'll be more attractive at 38 than you are now?
Yeah,
What about 48?
probably.
So you'll be more attractive in 20 years.
I have a great doctor.
A great doctor?
Yeah, he's gonna
What kind of
snap me back
doctor?
together. He's gonna facelift it up to the heavens.
See, that's the point, though. Why does he have to lift it up?
You're asking me.
Why does he have to lift it
let's
up?
assume you
By
can't.
45, 6 kids later, the house, the dog, yeah. I'm Kenyan. I'm gonna be stressed.
I'm gonna be
I need to
stressed.
Pull it back.
So in other words, you're going to look worse.
No,
delusional.
because the doctor's gonna snip that part off. You're not listening.
Oh, we're
Without the
listening.
doctor.
Okay,
We're
but you
listening.
didn't ask that question.
Without the doctor, you're going to look worse.
Well, the world will never know.
So you got to exclude the doctor.
So just to be clear, so even if we remove the doctor, you'll still be better looking in 20 years?
20 years?
Yeah, that's what I asked. You're 28 and at
You
48.
said 10 years.
Well,
You
yeah.
said 48.
No.
And you did say you forget things because you got ADHD.
Okay, come
You said-
on.
I'm just saying.
That one will be a bit of an argument. Not, I will give you that one. It might be not as attractive.
Okay, but you will be more attractive at 38 than you are now at 28.
Yeah, because I definitely think I look better now than I did at 21, and I know so many people who do look better now, later 20s than they did in their early 20s.
I have a question for you on that. So couldn't you use that logic then for, like, let's say you were 38 now and you said, well, because I look better now than I did at 28, then my trajectory must continue to go up.
Yeah,
So
there's
why
a
can't you make the
plateau.
argument
Yeah.
for, like, I'll look better at 45 or 48?
Because realistically, that's a bigger plateau. So, like, obviously, once I hit 50s, then I'm going to have, like, more wrinkles and all that stuff, beautiful gray hair.
So you start aging, most people peak around the early 20s, and they'll start to be visible signs of aging, progressively throughout your 20s.
Yeah. At
Yeah.
25, you lose collagen. You start to break down collagen, but I don't. My argument is I don't think at 35 you look that. I mean, obviously you look a little bit older, but it's not like
It's
your attractiveness
massive.
goes down
It-
by 2.
You're
But that's my
yeah,
opinion.
you can still be attractive, but the difference between you now at 28 versus 38, or any person for that matter, is going to be massive.
You want to pull up some celebrities and do the comparison?
It's not celebrity.
Celebrities are not good
Yeah.
examples, though.
Normal
It's not
people.
great examples, but unless they were a hot blank mess, no 40-year-old woman has ever looked back on their 20s and thought, I'm so glad my face doesn't look like that anymore.
I think definitely like the older generation of women definitely aged a lot more gracefully than this generation. Like I know a lot of like my clients who are in their 40s like say like people like from my generation like age so badly now. And there's many reasons for that we don't have to get into. But I think if you do hit a plateau, like my husband tells me when we first met versus now, that like I've gotten more attractive over the past few years.
Wait,
but
who said that?
my husband.
Wow.
But yeah, whatever. And then, but I do
How
know
would
it's
it
not
go?
going to
Hold
continue.
on, let me just interrupt really
I know
quick.
it's not going to
Hold
continue.
on, let me just interrupt
to happen
really
that way.
quick. I got a question for you really quick. Now, How would it go over with your husband if he said, you know what, babe? You're starting to look worse and worse over the years. Would that go over well?
I don't think he would tell me that, even if it was true.
That's the point.
Well,
That's the point. That's what he's saying.
do you think?
No, I'm actually agreeing with you. I'm saying I think sometimes in your early 20s you can look better, and then you hit a peak, and then you start to regress. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
I'm saying you can kind of look more like you know, a child, and then you
What?
you know you go through your teenage
Yeah.
years.
Develop.
You go through your teenage years. You're developing, and then maybe you're still looking more and more womanly through your early 20s, and then maybe at like 25, every year after that, you regress just a little bit more. So yeah, I agree that you're not going to look better 10 years. You know, for myself, I don't think I'll look better at 35. I mean, I'll look really good, but I won't look better than I do now.
Yeah. I looked my worst.
Q,
at
do you think
19.
there's a
At 19? Oh my God, I was, like, not
20
cute.
to 25?
Yeah, me too.
Do you think that there's like a huge degradation in appearance in that range? There might be like a little bit, but
Yeah, it would just be
It'd be
it would
fairly
be
minor.
yeah, it'd be minimal. Yeah.
fairly minimal.
Or there's a transformation that happens from 20 to 25. You grow into your face. And then from 25 to 30, you are owning that face. And then in your 30s, you have your body and you have your face. Y'all aren't women. You don't get it.
Oh, we get it.
Well,
We get it.
realistically, like the older you get, you start.
You
to,
don't get it. That's the problem.
Cool.
You don't get it.
Yeah.
You just because you want to hold on to your looks.
I'm not trying to hold on to my youth. I understand that I'm going to age. I get that.
you?
I do. Oh my
Do
God,
you?
I do. Yeah, I'm 26.
Well,
I'm
you
like,
don't
wow, I
seem-
have to put moisturizer on now. I didn't do that before.
So you're 26. Are you going to be more attractive at 36 than you are now?
I might be.
What about 46? Will you be more physically attractive then?
I mean, it depends.
Depends on what.
Depends. I mean, like on your preservation.
What does that mean? She's gonna freeze herself or some shit? Fucking cryonics.
She's
or
gonna
whatever?
pause time.
So around what age then do y'all think women peak in their physical appearance?
78.
Wait,
Facially.
I'm not sure. Oh, let's
78.
actually ask that question.
Share. Look at share.
I think
Exactly.
like
Wait, can you hang
25 to
tight for just
28.
one sec? I got
25
I'm
to
just gonna go
28.
around the table on the question. So, are you gonna be better looking in 10 years as compared to how you look now?
No. No.
I should have asked this first, but
Maybe, but not 20.
maybe better looking
In 10 years, but not 20.
So you're 31, right?
Yeah.
So you'll be better looking at 41 than you are now at 31.
Maybe. Yeah.
Maybe. Okay.
I hope so, but probably not.
And you're 25, right?
Yeah.
So do you think you'll be better looking at 35 than you are now at 25?
I mean, I hope so, but
Well,
probably
let's
not.
remove hope from this. What do you actually think?
If I'm being honest, I think so because I look so young right now. I feel like I don't even look 25.
Okay. What about you? You're 32, correct?
Yeah.
So will you be better looking at 42 than you are now at 32?
Probably not. Hopefully not too much worse,
Okay.
though.
And then Q, what was the question that you were about to ask?
Oh, I said, at what age do you think women
okay.
peak in attractiveness facially?
I believe like between 25 to 35. I didn't get my face. I feel like I still very much have a baby face at 26. Like I think it just depends, but I would say I predict, like my face is changing now, I can see it. But I predict, I don't know, there's other women at the table, so this is just my opinion, but I would say 25 to maybe like early 30s is when I will know. But right now, I still very much have a baby face, so it's going to be different for everyone. Everyone ages differently, so I don't think that there's a,
Okay.
okay.
Was the question like what age does your attractiveness like?
Peak.
Yeah.
peak?
What age
Yeah,
do you
because
think women peak
yeah,
at?
like where do you think you're most at what age do you think you're most attractive before it starts to decline?
I mean, then you could just say like 20.
Okay.
But you're saying the decline? Like, what do you mean by
For
like?
me.
Like the whole conversation we're having about you're less will you be less attractive in 10 years or 20 years? You said you think you'd be more attractive in 10 years but not necessarily 20, which would indicate that you think you'll continue to increase in beauty.
Okay,
before
at
you
what
start to
age
decline.
does it start to go down? Okay,
Yes.
I got you. I understand the
Yes.
question.
I do want to jump in here really quick. When Q said 20, you guys made like a little face. What exactly what was your qualm with the 20 thing?
No, she just said something.
Oh,
No,
I
you were
said,
like 20 and you did
I
a little
said
face.
not me,
Yeah.
and then she left.
Oh. It wasn't that like that's weird for people to think that women are at their peak at 20?
It's not weird. For
Oh,
people to
okay.
think that.
I wanted to clarify.
Yeah, no.
I didn't say
We
that's
just
I
not
don't
my
Sorry.
dis- like. I'm just saying. For me, that was. I don't think that was the case at 20.
Did you want to continue?
Sure, I will say 35.
Is peak okay?
Like 25 to 28.
I think 25, because it also depends on genetics. They do play a huge role. For me, we were talking about the buccal. Is it called the buccal
Buccal
fat?
fat, yeah.
So genetically, like my face looked like this when I was like 14, and I have those photos. So I looked really similar, and I know that in 10 years' time, this is gonna get worse, and I'm gonna look like just kind of skeletal. But there's the thing, is like then I'm gonna probably go into more of the grunge, like you know, Tim Burton look, and we'll just run with that, you know.
I love
The heroin chic.
Embrace
Yeah.
it, baby.
The
Hell
heroin
yeah.
chic look. Okay.
I think that, I mean, I don't ever want to like say anyone can decline, but I feel like when someone, you could see their whole life in their eyes, that's when they've reached their sexiest peak. Like when you can see their story, like in their eyes. I think that, because some people, if they are distracted and, dissociated to things, you can't really, you don't really know what is happening, but yeah.
So wait, when do you
What
think
age?
women peak? What age?
I would say at 35. I would say around 35 is like a peak, because then
Okay.
people know who they are.
Well, we're talking about looks, but
Oh, yeah.
let's just move it on. What about you?
I'd say probably mid 20s to late 20s.
Okay. All right.
I agree with that one.
I have a question for you on this. So you said like, you're going to look better when you're in 10 years, 20 years, whatever.
Oh.
So if I could wave a magic wand that only advanced your outer appearance
Yeah.
to how you will look in 10 years, no impact on your health, you don't age your body, so your longevity is the exact same.
Yeah.
You wouldn't die 10 years sooner. You wouldn't experience any health issues that would have otherwise come 10 years sooner. Only advanced your outer appearance to how you look in 10 years. No impact on your health. Would you take it?
Yeah. And I'm only going off based on my
Okay.
family. I have a lot of people, and like my mother and like people I know, they look the same. But you look at those pictures, it's not that much of a difference.
But it's still
Okay.
difference.
All right.
No, but you would have to tell me, is
Can't
she
argue
25
with
or
this,
35?
I guess. Sometimes
35 is
there's
not
no
that
getting
much
through to
different.
people sometimes.
All I know,
there's no getting
at
through to
35
people.
I have more money, so even better.
Doesn't make you more physically attractive.
But I don't think I look that different. I don't think I'll look that different. That's my opinion.
Well,
You're 28, right?
I am.
Do you have any photos of you from when you were 21 or even
Yeah, I looked worse.
18?
I looked worse.
You
I
looked
had
worse.
acne, and I drank a lot, so I was more puffy.
Okay.
So.
I'm going to read a chat here. We have